Buckle up, space cadets, because we're about to take a wild ride through the cosmic circus. And trust me, it's a doozy. Picture this. You're chilling on Earth right now, a giant rock hurtling around the sun at a mind-blowing 828,000 kilometers per hour, according to NASA and the science buffs. But hold on to your hats. Our entire solar system is also screaming through the Milky Way at 2.1 million kilometers per hour, arrowing straight toward the Hydra constellation, like a galactic roadrunner on a caffeine high. How long's this been going on? The universe is clocking in at 13.8 billion years old, with Earth jumping into the race 4.54 billion years ago, spinning around the sun while getting dragged along on this interstellar joyride. Who's behind the wheel? Gotta be some cosmic hotshot, a mysterious space jockey dodging billions of asteroids and cosmic debris on this highway of doom without so much as a scratch. And get this, no fuel required, no roaring engines, no exhaust fumes, just gravity and inertia, the magic tricks science loves to rave about. So why don't you feel a thing, even though you're zooming at 828,000 kilometers per hour around the sun and 2.1 million kilometers per hour through the galaxy? Think about it. You're on a bus, eyes shut. Do you know how fast it's going? Or a plane takes off, ears popping, but the real speed's invisible. Earth's the same deal. We're glued to it, chill as you like, while it spins and streaks through space like a bullet tearing through the void. Now, let's zoom out to those far-off planets. Mars, a measly 78 million kilometers away on a good day, or Proxima Centauri, 4.24 light-years off, over 40 trillion kilometers. Numbers like that hit you like a sledgehammer, making you want to yell, "What the heck is going on?" Ever watched a space documentary and dozed off? Bet you have. The more you hear, the more your brain fogs up, and even the sharpest minds end up yawning at this insane infinity. Rewind to July 20th, 1969. The world held its breath as TVs flickered to life, showing Neil Armstrong taking his one small step onto the moon, or so they'd have you believe. But what if it was all a big-budget blockbuster, filmed in a studio with fake sand and some cleverly snipped cables? An anonymous lighting tech once swore he saw Armstrong hoisted up like a puppet, while studio fans got drowned out by static. Welcome to our Sci-Fi Conspiracy Podcast, where we rip apart humanity's biggest mysteries with evidence, skepticism, and wild theories that'll glue you to your headphones. Today, we're diving headfirst into a tale that flips everything you know upside down. The universe doesn't exist. No planets, no galaxies, just a massive hoax cooked up in NASA's sound stages. Who's pulling the strings? Why? And is it all just a show under the spotlight? Pop in those earbuds, because we're about to drag you into a truth buried for centuries. Dare to keep listening? From day one, we've been spoon-fed this story. Earth orbits the sun in a dazzling universe of twinkling stars and light-gobbling black holes. Milky Way snapshots, radar beeps, it's all undeniable fact. But what if it's pure Hollywood? Back in the 16th century, Copernicus claimed Earth circles the sun. Was he the first sci-fi writer on the Vatican's payroll? Fast forward to 1969, and NASA brags about landing men on the moon and firing probes to Mars. But listen closely, there are cracks in this tale, from blurry photos to mismatched audio and a mess of stats that'll drive you nuts. Let's rewind Apollo 11. NASA says they shot Armstrong 384,000 kilometers to the moon, beaming back footage of his boots crunching lunar sand, shadows stretching across alien soil. Epic, right? But squint at it. His shadow's razor sharp, impossible on the moon, where no atmosphere scatters light. NASA blames the sun, but it screams studio spotlight. A retired tech from 1972 spilled he saw it filmed at Area 51, fake white sand as lunar dirt, fans howling to cool the set, then dubbed with static. NASA calls it nonsense, but that guy vanished after spilling the beans, leaving only the echo of frantic footsteps in the dark. And wait, if they landed, who stuck around to film the ship blasting off back to Earth? A magic camera? Or did the world watch a pre-cut reel? Check out the Apollo craft itself, a flimsy metal box that looks like a kid's garage project. That thing flew 384,000 kilometers through space, surviving heat and radiation. Laughable. An aerospace engineer once scoffed, "I wouldn't drive that across the street, let alone to the moon." Yet NASA claims it carried humans through the Van Allen belts, those deadly radiation zones around Earth where they say nothing survives unfried. They brag about special shielding, but show no blueprints, no specs. If it's that easy, why hasn't anyone gone back since 1972? Tech's better now, but NASA keeps whining. No cash, no time. Or maybe they can't restage the old act. Then there's the 1976 Viking mission to Mars. NASA flaunts pics of red hills and barren valleys, conjuring up howling Martian winds. But stack those shots next to Chile's Atacama Desert, Hollywood's sci-fi playground, and the resemblance is uncanny. Independent sleuths spotted edit marks, blurs where cables or gear got scrubbed. Rover engine noise sounds more like a lab generator than cosmic vibes. Was it all shot on Earth with red dirt and some fancy bulbs? The Milky Way, that starry masterpiece in textbooks, raises eyebrows too. Hubble's 1990 shots are jaw-dropping, but too perfect, no fuzz, no flaws like a CG painting. A NASA coder who quit in '95 claimed he was told to polish data, turning blurry dots into dazzling galaxies. Wilder still, a leaked 2001 memo hints NASA hired Industrial Light and Magic, the Star Wars effects crew, to whip up space visuals. Picture it, computers humming in a dark room, techs giggling as they craft a fake galaxy. Black holes? NASA's first black hole pic from 2019, that orange ring around a void, looks ripped from Interstellar, a flick they advised on. Gravitational waves, the big proof, could be faked by jiggling LIGO in a lab, metal clanks, not space ripping apart. A LIGO engineer who bailed in 2020 swore he saw data tweaked, but got hushed up, his pen scratching to a halt mid-sentence. Now, the cosmic constants, those brain-melting numbers they hurl at us. Gravitational constant, expansion rate, dark energy density, sounds more like wizardry than science. They say the universe is ballooning, but dig in, and it's just theory piled on theory until you're banging your head against the wall. A physicist once quipped, "If the universe were simple, why am I losing sleep over it?" Maybe they muddle it up so no one asks questions. And then there's Stephen Hawking, the grand puppet master. Struck with ALS at 21, wheelchair-bound, unable to scribble a note or grip a pen, yet he becomes the king of black holes and cosmology. His robotic voice booms on TV about warped space, wormholes, and mega-massive black holes, stuff no one's seen or measured. Real scientists sweat in labs, machines roaring, papers rustling through the night for a faint signal. Hawking sits still, taps a few keys, no lab, no flops, and suddenly invents black holes from his head. For real? Science or script? Was he in on the truth, forced to play puppet, or just a poster boy for untestable cosmic fairy tales? So what's the universe? No endless space, just Earth under a fake dome. Mars, the moon, the stars? Filmed at Area 51 or Nevada bunkers, sand crunching under lights, computers mocking up skies. Flat Earthers say the heavens are a giant screen, NASA projecting a global con. Why? Think Cold War. In 1958, Sputnik beeped, or was it just a land tower? America freaked, birthed NASA to conquer space, but if space is fake, they had to stage it, Apollo, Hubble, to outshine the Soviets. A leaked 1965 CIA file mentions Operation Cosmic Deception, fool the enemy, control the masses. NASA's proof? Voyager left the solar system, but its fading signal mimics Earth radio, not billions of kilometers away. An Aussie ham radio guy in 1980 said he caught Voyager's signal from an outback tower, then died in a mystery crash, truck roar, swallowing the truth. Curiosity's Mars rocks? A geologist in 2014 called them Utah sandstone, tool marks intact. Twinkling stars? Maybe LEDs on a dome, night breeze whispering instead of planets drifting. Here's the big twist. In 2024, a private satellite snapped Antarctica. Not meteor craters, but studios with lights and screens, projectors whining in the frost. NASA jammed the signal fast, but pics leaked. A former Hubble tech from 2018 confessed he photoshopped galaxies, laughing as discoveries went live. This isn't a universe, it's a giant movie set, from Nevada to the South Pole, with Hawking as the perfect frontman. Who's real, who's fake? Us, duped by NASA into buying a cosmos that isn't there. The masterminds? A shadowy crew. From Apollo trumping the Soviets to Hubble dazzling us, using studios and effects, spotlights, red sand, screens buzzing. Why bother? Power. If the universe is fake, they own our beliefs, cash, and fear of infinity. A real cosmos would threaten their order. No one dares defy if it's all a flick. And why don't big-name scientists speak up? Bought off, threatened, or just too scared? Who'd risk career, family, or worse for a truth no one buys? Next time you hear a hum overhead, not meteors but hidden projectors, you buying it or doubting it? The truth's not up there, it's under your feet, and this story's far from over. Drop a comment, Apollo's toy ship vibe, Hawking inventing from his chair, or scientists staying mum, what's got you most suspicious? We'll hash it out more, and I'll unpack these head scratchers in the next vids.